Raton.
Yeah, can you say raton?
Raton. Raton. Rat.
Raton.
Rat.
Because there is a place in Florida called Boca Raton, right?
Oh yeah, Boca Raton.
Yeah,
That's like the American way to say it.
Yeah, I know.
Boca Raton.
Welcome to another episode of the SimNation podcast. We're here with Fallon.
Hi.
Yes, that way.
Somewhere.
And I'm Pablo.
Somewhere.
And yeah, we like to talk about sim stuff. And by sim, let me extend on that. I mean simulation.
Anything that has the SIM in front of it.
Exactly, or not. But it's funny because the sim is like a genre, but also people confuse it with just sim games, right? That it's just sim franchises, which is normal because they have Sim City or the Sims. Well, that's actually an exception. It has the sim on the end. Anyways, point is, now I really wanted to talk very quickly before we jump in the other 55 minutes of just the Sims, the Sims 4. About a game that is currently being developed. Actually, it's been in development for like 4 years almost now. Or at least in pre-production since 4 years. And I think
Wow.
they started development about 2 years ago or so. But yeah, quite a lot. But they're doing a great job. And that it's made by Colossal Order. And the game is called Cities Skylines. And they have made 2 previous games called Cities in Motion 1 and 2. But those were actually games on where you would actually just make the public transportation for existing cities, right? And the city would keep growing, and you would keep like trying to comply to the needs of the city. On this version, they're going full in. They're basically going straight for SimCity. If you look at their trailer, which I'm going to show you in a second, because they say stuff like, offline play and stuff like that. That there is no reason to actually like mention it, but they were like, oh, you can play offline. Actually, it is an offline game, but it looks really good. I guess they still need to work on the graphics. They are showing pre-alpha footage, but it seems like it's really in depth. There's a lot of simulation going on, unlike Cities XL, which is just like building a city and feels like it's dead. And this actually looks that it's alive. Of course, the transportation system is going to be like super complex because that's what they actually do. But instead, they also have like zoning, and you have to provide power and water, and apparently garbage as well. I'm not sure about sewage, but it's like everything you would find sort of in a Sim City. And but the maps are like huge. They're like endless. You don't have neighbors, but you have like an endless city. And I'd like to show you some footage before I actually. Whoops.
It's not porn.
Yeah, I keep talking about it. Like, let's just take a look at that footage because it's freaking cool.
And I'll eat my food.
Indeed. There you go, Colossal Order as it implies. And my face was covered by the logo of the game. But so we need
branding. Pablo's gonna just like paint the logo on his face for a week.
Yeah,
Company
I
branding.
apologize for like the audio. The audio of the video wasn't. It was sort of like shuddering, but hopefully that disables YouTube from causing problems in our video. Actually, on the last video we had the Sims trailer, and because of it you couldn't see the video from the SimNation website because it had like copyright material. It was like really the whole hour and a half just because that 2 minutes of video.
They how to really?
Yeah, they detect everything. So if it's copyright, you can't monetize it. It wouldn't really make money, so that doesn't really affect me. But it does bother me that you cannot see it on the SimNation website because some disable you from embedding on other websites, so you don't play their music or something somewhere else, like Plug DJ.
Whatever.
But anyways, yes.
Darn, that's why I can never find my TV shows on YouTube anymore.
Yeah, you should have to pay for them. But this is like, come on, it's a trailer. But yeah, they still shut it down. Hopefully, this is not the case. This is not EA. As you can see, it's being published by Paradox Interactive. You're not gonna need, Origin or anything to run it. You're gonna download it and play it whenever it's released and made by Colossal Order. And they were talking about everything that the game would do, and they seem to have thought of just about everything. You can have neighborhoods where they have like different kind of behaviors. You can have different like ordinances, if you may, which are going to define how each neighbor grows and shapes itself. It's going to be really interesting. But again, you're not going to have neighbors. It's not SimCity. You have to bear in mind it's not SimCity. But the land the land is huge and you can extend all over it, and there seems to be no performance issues with it. So it may not be, of course, as detailed as the Glassbox simulation on SimCity, but it's gonna be simulated. So there's gonna be apparently growth. There's gonna be importance in what you do, not like Cities Excel. And I think I'm definitely gonna be covering this more. Are you interested in this? That's what I'd like you to ask you. I mean, I'm gonna cover it anyways because I do this because I want, not because of you. But go ahead and still.
Pablo is his own boss.
Yes. I'm like, you don't care? I'm gonna cover it anyways because I mean I love the SimCity franchise, but while I love the SimCity 2013, it left like kind of like a sour taste in my mouth because. In the end, like they had everything in place, everything was perfect except for one thing they forgot, and that was the city building part. Which is kind of ironic because you would make like a neighborhood, and that's it. That's all the size you got just to make like a quarter neighborhood, and that's it. The cities were so small, there was no room to actually make infrastructures for like a bigger cities. It didn't matter because it was so small. I would admire how the simulation worked because the simulation was so detailed. Did you know that finally like every car, every sim was actually going from one place to another? Like every sim existed in that city, all 50,000 of them, every 100,000 of that is huge. But the problem with that was that they couldn't make bigger cities because they would require just way too much processing because every single sim had to exist. That's the issue they had. So Skyline is not going to have that kind of simulation, but it's at least going to enable for bigger cities, and traffic is going to matter and a lot because that's what they do. So I'm going to be covering it, but yeah.
Oh, I saw the cars. I saw in the cars in the trailer. So they're not going to have like little people going stuff. They're just going to.
Oh yeah, they're still going to have like people going around, but like on SimCity 4, you would see a bunch of cars in a road. Because that street statistically should be congested, so you see a lot of cars. But that was an animation. If you pan out and then come back, you'd see totally different cars, right? Or empty, and then they will start to fill it up again. Like it was really just like an animation playing on that street.
So it's like Sims 3 open world hardcore with all the Sims all over the place all the time.
Yeah, I mean, so. But yeah, in cities, Skylines, at least like the transportation needs to be real because they're simulating that. That's for sure. So I think it's not really gonna disappoint. But so far it doesn't seem to have like the quality that Max's product has. So
Yeah, well, it's always a little bit more difficult for like a smaller company to get up to that level. But
it's a lot. I like to figure out when they start actually making this.
There's a lot of people that do like Kickstarter now, where they'll have their thing on their idea on Kickstarter, and they try to like raise money from people donating to them, which I think is how. Well, there was a game, but I can't remember. It has nothing to do with this.
Oh, but
but people like games will start that way.
Where's the I'm really intrigued. Like, where is By the way, the game is offline. It's not multiplayer like SimCity, but that's not going to be a big issue, I think. It's not really going to be focused on resources, just actual city building and growing and so on. So, like, when did they start making this?
What's the reward of building a city?
The challenge
I've only
is the
played
reward.
SimCity a couple times. I never
I know.
like it was never my. I would be like, I built, and then I couldn't get their piping right, and then I'd be like, oh, tornado, oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess it's really just the fact that you're creating something of your own. For people that really like to create, I guess it's targeting to that kind of people. Because it technically doesn't really have an end. So.
Well, like Sims doesn't have an end. You just like to be crazy.
I guess I'm never gonna know exactly when they started to develop this, but it's anyways, it's gonna come out next year. So
maybe you'll have to Wikipedia it.
Yeah, it's not Wikipedia. Skyline is in Wikipedia. Skyline is the artificial horizon that a city overall structure creates.
Nice.
That's what Wikipedia tells me.
That's our game. That's what Paolo's going to be playing. Artificial structure
Wikipedia
in the sky from the outline of buildings.
Oh, and interestingly enough, it's going to be for Windows, the Mac, and Linux. Interestingly enough. But so far, they're only talking about the PC version. But, you can just wait for it, I guess. Man, nobody talks about the release, sorry, the date to start to build this. Anyways, well, we still have like a lot of stuff to talk about the Sims.
Yeah, we do. Do we? Do we?
Oh yeah, we
I don't
do.
even remember what we talked about last week. What did we talk about on Thursday? I mean, whatever day it was supposed to be.
When did we do it? Like Friday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah,
I forgot already.
Last week, the launch, that stuff. That stuff happened.
We were playing every day, all day.
Yeah.
When we weren't at work, I was playing. Streaming is like fun, but it's so long. Every stream lasts like 2 hours. It kills me.
Yeah, but I like them.
Last stream, I streamed about my house, and then you disappear. Pablo just like randomly disappears off of the stream.
Yeah.
I did build that house from scratch.
I started having issues with the connection. I'm like, okay,
Fine.
But it's not because of you. It's because of the connection. I actually sometimes just go in audio only mode, so I can just freaking listen to what you're saying. But because otherwise I get like so many interrupts. I'm like, ugh. But yep.
It's okay. I made my sim skinny again. She had to drink a potion. She's getting really fat.
But you can make them exercise. If you make them exercise every day and do like one exercise task, they get fine.
BS.
Totally true.
BS. I would make my sim go jogging like every day.
Are they? But the thing is, they shouldn't eat once their hunger bar is full. That's what makes them fat.
Jogging is just like a fake exercise and doesn't actually help. Well, no, like my Sims, I don't ever overfeed them. The only times my Sims would get overfed was back in Sims 3 when like you'd go to a restaurant and they'd give you the option to like stay for dessert, and then they'd get stuffed. They like never even, half the time they don't even finish the freaking food on the plate. But it's just every day from eating her normal amount of food, she got fat. So fat. I took a picture of her being fat.
Maybe it's what she's eating. What is she eating?
Whatever they can cook. I made salad one time. I made mac and cheese, grilled cheese, eggs, and toast, scrambled eggs, hamburger cake.
Hamburger cake? Okay, I think I know what the issue is.
No, that's like a hamburger pie. It's basically a hamburger that you bake in the oven instead of... You never had anything like... I think it's like our real life hamburger
from
pie.
Epic Meal? You ever seen that? Never seen Epic Meal? They would make like a hamburger made out of hamburgers, an example. And they would put like just a bunch of layers of bacon above 30 hamburgers. And they put 30 hamburgers on the top of that as well. and then like mix it up so it's like one big bulky thing, and they eat it.
That sounds like man versus food.
It's like I don't know how they're alive. That's actually what I wonder. They should be
No,
like getting their heart attack every 2 seconds.
well, I think my sim boyfriend was. I couldn't tell as much that he was getting chubby because my sim had it way more in the belly and her butt. And then my boyfriend sim, I couldn't really tell, so I think he gained a little bit. I'm gonna have to give him the lean potion. It's such a waste of aspiration. I feel like they get fatter much more easily.
Like
in
do
this
some
one.
push-ups,
I can't. I don't know what level you have to be. I think you have to be level 3 in the fitness. Well, my game crashed, so because before I bought the gaming rig and like a workout machine, and then my game, I don't ever save, and I don't know. The autosave is not actually like...
It doesn't work well, huh? It's not doing it often?
I don't know when it autosaves, to be honest. It doesn't save while you're playing. It either saves maybe when you transfer, if you transfer houses, but I don't ever do that. I stay in the same house the whole time. So I just keep forgetting to save my game.
I could always do the push-ups and so on, but I think the reason why I could is because I was giving them... that energized shower, how is it called? Brisk shower.
Yeah. Brisk.
If you give them that, they can do all of those.
Oh.
And they want to do
probably. My house is full of so many different objects that give emotions that it doesn't...
It's like they have like an epilepsy as they walk through their house, like going, oh, I'm smart. Oh, like, oh, yes, I'm inspired. Oh, no, I'm focused. You're like, oh, calm down,
And I thought they weren't supposed to switch emotions that quickly.
Yeah, I think they should retain them for at least, like, they should linger at least an hour or so.
Yeah, or, they do have, like, and...
Like, who can switch that fast? It's like a girl in those days. I mean, come on.
It's like a prepubescent teenager watching, her favorite boy band. My sim was only sad once, and she didn't stay sad long enough for me to water my plants with tears.
You can do that?
I don't know if it meant just cry and water them, or actually my sim's tears would be watering the plants. But I tried to do it, and she became unsad as soon as she left the house. So to go to that's stupid. I'm like not harvesting in this game. I need an automatic sprinkler, okay? I need an automatic sprinkler. Even though my Sims never leave their house except for to go to work, I need an automatic sprinkler.
I need a gardener.
Because every day they die. I know there's no gardener anymore. Unless maybe you have to build your house on the community lot, and then maybe the gardener will come through. And water your plants for you. Because I installed
where I stole my apples and so on, and people go there all the time to water the plants.
But I think because that's not tied. Yeah, it's not tied to your lot. I think that's why they watered them. It was supposed to be like it's a public
like a community area that I'm just abusing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because
Have you dug for treasures yet?
What?
Have you dug for treasures yet?
No, I've just dug up a couple rocks.
Oh, because sometimes you can get a treasure map, and then you get the option dig for treasure in one of those rocks. And apparently there would be like a higher chance of getting something. I personally got like a rare My Sim statue. I got a bunch of those.
Oh, that's how you... okay, I think that's how you get the statues.
Yeah, but I only got the reason why it was dig a treasure, the reason why I got a rare one.
I only got like a sapphire so far from digging up regular rocks.
I got a bunch of them. You can make a lot of money actually by just collecting those. If you send them to have them like cut and so on for $20, then they give you something that is worth around 80 or 85. You can sell it. And the same thing, there are fishes that without any skill, you go fish and they're worth like $100 each. You just sell a few of those and the tree fish. It's a fish that looks like a tree with leaves. I caught a bunch of those, and they're very good. Monetarily,
creepy. You should eat them. You should try to eat them.
I wanted to make salad with it, but I couldn't figure out how. I actually
don't
tried
think
to
you
plant
can.
it. I tried to plant it since the trash plant
free.
fiasco. I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, no, you got to take it to a grill and then grill the fish.
Yeah, I need to make. Yeah.
Um, basically, no.
Yeah. We're eating.
I mean, it was my dinner time. What can I say? Well, it's like I'm gonna. There's something
And I was
that I'm
hungry.
trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, I told Pablo peeing only takes 18 minutes, so I think that's shorter in this game. But I really maybe it's because my Sims had kind of that weird experience where they got that extra money. But like I still have no reason to leave my house. And I feel like I still like this game so much, but there are little weird quirks about it. Like
Back
the
like The Sims
jobs.
2.
Well, not even that, but it's like the jobs and the
Yeah.
promotions. I feel like maybe I just picked, even though it sounds like a good job, maybe I just picked the crappy job where I have no free time to do like anything else. I'm always trying to either do the stuff that get me promoted or I'm like at work all day. And I only have 2 days off during the week. So I can't do anything except for those 2 days that I'm off in a row.
Yeah,
and
I feel like they have a lot of free time in my case.
whatever. Your Sims just fish and sell them. They're basically free to do whatever they want the whole day. Pablo Sims don't have a real job that they go to.
Well,
I
that
think you
guy's
can.
not working.
Oh yeah, you can probably make a living off of just gardening and stuff.
Well,
And
yeah,
fishing.
if you sell 3 fishes a day, which it's only gonna take a few hours, that's $300 right there. That's a salary.
Yeah. So, but it's like I haven't gotten to the point where I pick my path and out of that job. So I'm still a tech guru, and like I feel like
I'm there too.
I go to work like from 10 to 5 or something like that. And then I just feel like my Sims come home and then from 5 till midnight I only have like those couple of hours. I went to the gym like once. I went to the bar once.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have
I haven't
time
got
to
any.
go out, but you do have time in the house, I think. If you go out, it's like... I mean, if you go out, you're just like goofing around, but you're not making good use of the time if you're trying to optimize it to, make them scale and work or whatever.
Well, yeah, but like that's why I haven't left my house. I'm like I can't leave.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess we need to be less obsessive about work and just like...
I need to I need to like somehow build my sim up in writing so I can just make all these sick notes that I can't come into work.
Oh.
I'll just get fired.
Or, with the my programming dude, the tech guru guy, he made an app and now he's getting royalties every day. It's like 150 to 100 a day, but it's something. I guess it's growing slowly with time, so
Yeah, but you still have to go to work though.
No,
You could
those
just
royalties.
quit your job.
Well, those
I wonder-
royalties are coming every day.
Yeah. So, like technically, I guess it's not related to having that particular job, but if you got on the computer and did enough programming skill just for yourself, like I one of the things was to make so many plugins and stuff to get promoted, and the plugins make you money too.
Yeah.
So I guess if you just actually on your own time level up
Does
the
it
certain
mean
skills.
that Maxis want to pay users for making plugins for The Sims 4?
Not in real life, only in the virtual world.
They're not gonna give you not even
Where they have
not even
an
a
infinite-
simoleon, not even in-game currency.
It's because they have an unlimited supply of simoleons to pass
Yeah.
out until you get to the cap, the simoleon cap for having your household worth. So they don't care. Yeah, let's give them all these simoleons. They're in the game. It's not like I'm paying them, but I should quit my job. I should quit my job and then just make plugins and sell the
It'd be funny if
500
somebody goes like,
strawberries.
oh, you can make a living out of plugins, and he actually quits his real life job and starts to make mods for The Sims 4. Going like, why am I broke? What's going on?
Well, But mods though are usually free for the
They are
Sims 4.
cutting my light off, so that is true. But
I don't know if you could make money doing that because all that stuff is free, unless they had like a real currency to sim currency kind of transaction in the game, where then you could make like they've had that in other games. I don't know what games.
actually, according to Max's agreement, end user agreement, you can make custom content and mod and so on, but you cannot charge for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's why
So-
the sensor mod is free, so you
They
can
have
see your
to,
Sims P
otherwise
without
they're breaking the
paying
rules.
for it. But there are games though where it's like allowed, where they have like a currency to
Yeah,
game
and other games.
so that you can have a job where you're basically making stuff for the game and people pay for it.
Yeah, definitely. I think most notoriously it's that very, very creepy game called Second Life.
I never played Second Life. I
It
don't know.
creeped
if
me
I
out so much. Because I was like, is it some kind of The Sims? And oh my god, that creeped me out. It gave me like it creeped me out a little bit like The Sims 3 is like in the way like the characters look like, but those were way creepier on Second Life, like super
Right.
creepy. And I was like, what is going on? Why is it full of creepy people? Why is this guy talking to me? And I was like, I'm gonna leave. And
I don't know. I thought Second Life was just a game for people to like have virtual relationships.
Well, I guess it is what it's really called. I mean, Second Life to have like another life on the web, on the internet, right? Besides your actual life. But people make money off that because the currency is inexchangeable. It can be exchanged with dollars. So,
Yeah. Although that like having the virtual relationship kind of reminds me of this movie that I saw, and it was basically like in the world, I don't remember what it was called, but people got paid by like literally selling their body to gamers, and the gamers would like control their body. They had some like thing implanted in them, and they would make them do stuff with other people remotely.
was that
And then
a
the
movie?
person's it was a movie, and then the person's body, like I'd be a real person and I'd say, okay, I'm signing up to be this doll for you, and then some like nerd gamer would remotely control your body, and then they'd make you like slap people or make out with people or have sex with people, and you wouldn't be in control of yourself while they were doing that. But you
That
got
is
paid
creepy.
for it. Creepy.
How much did they get paid off? Like,
I don't remember.
was it
but,
like a lot or like, eh?
I mean, I feel like if you were getting like, it wouldn't be worth it because people could just make you have sex with a bunch of random
Right.
people
Or suicide?
or get beat up, slap people. I don't think you can have them suicide.
Okay. Because that would be like terrible.
Yeah, but it was. I mean, you can still punch people and beat up people and stuff, and like
Oh my god, this is so twisted.
real life dolls.
Second Life now made of
Real life, real Second Life,
Yeah.
second real life. No, but is there anything like that you super hate about the game? Not hate, but like super dislike about the game after
it's
playing
bothering me a
it?
little bit that it's actually very silly that I cannot change the traits of my Sims. I made a how to change the traits, and I changed the traits, but they retain the old ones. So my food is still trying to eat every second they can. It's like just like constantly I need to cancel. Tina, stop eating. There's a video where I literally say, Tina, stop eating every 2 minutes because she won't stop eating, and it's not out yet. And
Maybe, yeah, I made my sim a foodie. Damn, I should have realized that would have made her obsessive compulsive overeating.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I wish I could change that, but it's not really like a thing. It could be like easily fixed or just, start all over. Shut up. But
Hey, I've started over a couple times.
I like the game. There are some small annoyances, like I still like stuff like an action and it's not clear that I selected the action. I do want the icon to go from my cursor to the queue. And actually I saw a video of it's called Jesse Cox. It's one of those many YouTubers that are in Polaris and so on, making video games reviews or let's plays, or well, in his case, he just does whatever. I think it's just let's plays, not reviews. But and he has this segment called Fan Friday. Now it's Fan Friday, whatever, because he does it any day, and he plays any game that his fans recommend him. And this time, of course, was The Sims 4. So he was trying, all the games was trying to get laid with another sim, basically. That's all he was trying to do. But he would miss out on so many things that I insist that is because it was poorly designed. Like, first he was trying to get rid of the tutorials. He couldn't find how. Of course, because it's not a clear way. There's no way to get rid of them unless you use that guide and so on.
Yeah.
But so he was complaining about that, like, no, stop. And like he just was wasting time with that on the video. And then he would like tell him, okay, no, go talk to her. No, actually no. Go ahead and go to the bathroom. Like, no, go ahead and do this. And he wouldn't cancel out the actions because the queue, since it's transparent, he wouldn't see the queue on the left. He didn't know there was a queue. So he was like, why aren't you listening to me? What's going on in here? And because, he had to finish that action to start with the next one, but he couldn't see the queue because, again, it's not clear that you're clicking something and it's going to somewhere. So he had no idea that the QA even existed on the entire video. And what else? Because there were like very obvious mistakes. Okay, well, he was trying to pick up Cassandra Goth. He didn't realize she was a teen, so he was trying to flirt with her, and he couldn't, like, where's the option to flirt? Why can't I flirt with her? And like, it was really funny that he was just trying to pick up that. But then he would, like, again get confused a lot of times, like on how because the game doesn't give you like some feedback that are really important that gives you that feedback, but those could be potentially fixed. Tutorials, we have a way to shut it down. There's a cheat now to also shut it down from within the game, but I guess you had to do it every time, so better just do it from the launcher. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything that infuriates me about the game. I don't know. Do you have anything that really you are like, no?
I guess it's just minor stuff. Like there's not any mid-level free will. It's all or nothing. The having to start a new game and go directly into cast and not being able to go into the world from
stupid light. Yeah, go ahead.
From a complete, like, I've made, I have different games for different things. Do you need to turn lights on?
It's
making your screen change.
There we go. Now it's perfect. Move on.
The light is lighting up your face too much. You're all
it's too
saturated.
Much. I'm saturated because it's balancing out my shirt. Oh, it's my shirt, really? I'm not going to take off my shirt, so okay, we're gonna make it like
black absorbs the light, right?
Exactly. No, I guess that's the reason why it's balancing the color, going like, oh, there's too much black on the screen. I'm gonna make it brighter, right? And no, my face is gonna blow up if you do that. Stop it.
See, I have controlled light because I am in a room with no like natural light in here.
Right.
Which does kind of make me look eerie too, but yeah. So like, and it made me a little mad because I posted that on a reply of somebody's thread, and the guy was like, you're the second person that said that, and you can go right into the world. You hit the play button. I'm like, bro, I'm talking about making an entire new game. It takes you immediately into cast.
Yes, that is true. That
you
is something I
can't
don't like.
Get out of it.
Yeah, they want to make it uber easy for new people.
Yeah, but most of us aren't new. I mean,
but I think that's where that Jessica guy was having all his issues, because we know there's a queue somewhere. We just have to look for it.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, so there are some things that they screw up people that already know how to play The Sims, like the tutorials or the fact you have to create a sim whenever you create a new game and so on, and stuff that they just totally miss out for new players, assuming everybody knows The Sims. I don't know, the weird thing, but. Yeah, indeed.
And also the getting fat part. I can't tell
the game is giving you like constant, like you get a lot of failure states very often. It's at first I was really complaining that everything broke every 2 seconds. Then I realized, of course, if you get better stuff, they don't break as often. You can upgrade them so they don't break. It is annoying though that you cannot pay somebody to do it. You're forced to learn the handiness skill. Right? You shouldn't be able to you shouldn't be forced to learn any skill if that's not your thing, right? Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't need to know how to repair things. I mean, I personally know how to repair only a few things. If it's not electronic, I'm pretty much fucked up. Like if it's plumbing, I know little to nothing about plumbing. If it's electronics or
Yeah.
electricity, maybe I can do it. But depending how
I could put
hard it
bookcases
is.
and TV stands together. I could build a computer, but I
Yeah,
can't fix the sink. I can't.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
Unless it's changing a single part of the thing, like you just open it up, and you
turning
change
the
that part.
knob off
Yeah.
or on.
I can do a little bit more than that, but that's it. Like that's it. And I shouldn't know how to fix a toilet. I don't think I'll ever learn how to do that in my life, and I shouldn't have to. That's what calling somebody is. Of course, in The Sims happen like every 2 seconds. Once out of 3 times you pee, you're gonna break it because your pee is so powerful. But there should be a guy you could call for repairs. That's what I'm basically saying. Like you click the toilet and then call for repair, and that's it. Not replace. I don't want to buy a toilet every time I break it. My pee is not worth that much. I'm gonna pee all over the place.
I don't know why. I don't know what the reasoning is behind not taking out the NPCs. I mean, you can have them made. That's
I guess
the
they
only
didn't
one.
want you to skip over those stuff. So you would have to deal with handiness and all that, and repairing it, like making it an integral part of the game. I think that's the reason. I just don't think it's a good reason because I don't want to deal sometimes with, like, I have a dedicated repairman in the house now. It used to be Tina, now it's the bald guy.
Well, my Sims equally now are getting every skill because every time they do something, they get a skill.
Because they're in a freaking island. They need to repair on their own.
Yeah, I mean, I like and I don't like that they get all the skills, all of them, so easily. Like the first time they talked to someone, they immediately got the charisma. And I'm like, before you had to really work for charisma. You had to go to the mirror for so long, and you had to have so many friends before your charisma level went up.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Skills everywhere. That's basically how you could put it, with skills everywhere. Because I have a bunch of lists of skills I don't even want that I have. Like it's just like cluttering up the list where I actually want to look up 2 or 3 skills that I actually know that I'm good at. But I have like a bunch of level ones on things.
Yeah, it's like I would try to have, and I typically only play small families anyhow. So like I'll either have one single person or 2 people together, a game master. What? But so
I have like 4 people. Like, oh, you learn something. Oh no, it's something. Oh, so many notifications going on everywhere. But yeah, continue, please.
So I would have specific, like the one person would have specific skill set and the other person would have a specific skill set.
Yeah.
And now it's harder because they both all have the same skills, and I feel like they're not as purposeful. Like I would have the one Sim in the family that I gave the handiness trait to, and when I made him, and he would be the one that would repair everything. And then I'd have my one Sim who was a natural cook. This is Sims 3. And I'd make her cook all the meals. But now it's like they both cook all the meals. They both repair everything. They both garden. They both have charisma. My Sim self doesn't play guitar. So that's like the only skill she doesn't have.
Right.
It's instrument skills and the painting and the writing.
It's interesting because technically in real life, by just making a bunch of scrambled eggs, you're not going to get to a gourmet level of cooking, right? By just making a bunch of scrambled eggs. It feels like you should need to like push it with something, like reading a book or something like that should unlock you learning more skills or more skill levels. So it makes sense because by repairing the same toilet 1,000 times, I'm not gonna get to, be the handy man ever like in real life. So, but I don't know. Yeah. But I do like the fact that everything is a skill. Like joking is a skill. Comedy is a skill. Everything is a skill. Mischief is a skill.
Programming, video gaming is a skill. Gaming.
Everybody loved the video gaming. It's like pretty much targeted to the same audience that is playing the game because they're gamers. It's like it was like the super obvious thing ever. That and the video professional gamer career. Like I'm one step away of actually selecting the entrepreneurial branch, but because I'm an
I was gonna say you are not picking the esport gamer.
no.
You were raving about wanting to be the
Yeah.
entrepreneur
I'm
and
totally
having the
gonna pick
video
that,
gaming
but I haven't
and the
been given the
programming
option yet
skill.
because stupid lie. Because I'm
You
in.
have to
I
get.
think on the 6th, and you get it on the 7th. So I need to,
Oh,
get raised
dear
one more
Lord! I'm
time.
like only level 4.
Oh, really?
I am so. I feel like I'm so behind in my Sims don't accomplish anything.
My chef, oh sorry, mixologist, my bar woman, is now on the 6th, I think, of her career. So she's now actually in the mixologist branch because that on that career is on the 6th level that
Oh,
you get the branch, and
well, at
on
least not all of
this
them are
it's
the
on the
same.
7th. Yeah.
I heard the cooking one, the cooking career, regardless of the branch, was like the easiest one to level up in.
To be honest, she's been leveling up on her own. Like I worked on the other careers, like the tech one. Maybe it's because me that I'm just like really into like that thing,
Yeah.
so it makes it like interesting, and I put time on it. But the other careers besides those two, like I could barely make any progress. Like, oh, you need to make 4 friends. Like the
Yeah, I'm
actual
thinking
bullets will
like
find each other in my brain and hit each other, and I wouldn't die. I would just have like a neurism or something. So, like that kind
the
of failure.
astronaut career, like
Like, no, there's so many friends all of a sudden.
the first reward, you need to make like 4 friends, and I was like,
Oh,
oh my God, it took me like a week in the sim game to make 4 friends.
like especially like they become friends so slowly. You really need to work on the friendship. I'm not complaining. I think the game is super challenging, and that's why I think it's actually so fun. But I was just checking. We
Yeah.
still have like 20 minutes. But
Okay. I think like with the friend thing, I don't know. It's like you have to do everything, or you got to really do it like one-on-one. You got to have one friend come over and really just talk their ear off the whole time.
yes.
Because a lot of the actions, I mean, I love multitasking too, but a lot of the multitasking kind of like takes away. Like my sim is hungry, but he's going to talk to you, so it takes him twice as long.
Yeah,
to
it's
eat
like
his
everything
food.
both actions are going like at 50% of speed basically
Yeah.
because they're split.
And then like you're just hanging around my house the whole day. Oh my God, the stalker sims. I hope they fix that. The stalker sims come by my house every day.
But do they ring the bell or they go inside the house?
Well, no. When you've made friends with them or whatever, you talk to them, they ring the doorbell.
Right.
If you are in your house and you introduce yourself to some random sim, they just come into your house.
Yeah, they assume you're inviting them over, yeah.
Yeah, they just come in. Like my sim doesn't walk, like, they walk over
But
there.
otherwise, they
And then
will
just
wait
come
outside,
back.
right? Because I mean, I did get sometimes that the guy would just go in.
Oh,
Like I was having this issue with this guy that would go inside my house and then ring the doorbell from the inside. I was like, no, you're retarded. Do it from the outside. But I guess that in the moment
I
he
think
did that,
that's
he
a
was like,
glitch.
oh wait, I'm already in. I must have been accepted. And he just starts to interact with everybody. I'm like, no, you should wait outside for me to ignore you. And
I think sometimes
you know.
if your sim is still busy when you click invite in, I think it still triggers them to come in, like
Oh, yeah,
before
it's-
you've gotten to that action.
Well, I found it. I think that is true, and I find it really cool actually that I was trying to make friends with this actually bald guy that I was inviting over, and she went ahead to make a drink for X reason, I don't know, and I was like, oh wait, she should tell him to come over, and I was like, I'm gonna call him over and then cancel the action. I was like, wait, let's wait for it, and I just clicked call over, and while she was making the drink, she was like, hey, come over, and and that's it, and then the action disappears. So that's when I love multitasking, because I could call over while doing something else, and I could have the Sims rejoin in one spot, which another Sims was actually really hard. Like you would have to call over from different parts of the house, so they would still be doing the same thing. And now it's like they feel they're together, so they keep trying to do everything together. I even had once or multiple times, one actually reading a book, sitting on the bed, and the other one made like lunch or something and pick up a plate, and then went all the way where that guy was sitting on the bed in his room, and she sat right next to him and started to eat like they want to be together. And I found that just to be amazing. I think that the game gives you all those beautiful moments, and you're like, oh yes, that is really cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different game. Oh, by the way, there's so much crap going on about that.
Oh, what? Oh,
Like,
the multitasking?
if you have a website or a blog and you're making posts just to get views, but talking about the Sims 4, stop it. I don't care about your views. Don't lie, because you get stuff like I saw one going like took out of context one of the developers, I think, or directors said from The Sims 4. People were like asking him about like features, right, to be implemented in The Sims 5. And he was like, let's slow down. We have The Sims 4, like it just came out, we're going to focus on it. If The Sims 4 is not successful enough, we're not going to make it The Sims 5, right? Which is totally obvious. I mean, if your game fails, I mean, if you don't raise enough budget, you're not going to make the next one because people clearly don't want it. That's it. And they took that phrase, and it's freaking in every single Sim blog, not except ours, of course. Took it like, there won't be a Sims 5. The Sims 4 is failing. Like, no, it's not failing. It's selling like a bunch of copies. You just took that out of context. And there's a bunch of crap. Sorry, crap is kind of nicer. About it, like about The Sims 4, and going like The Sims 4, a complete disappointment. I'm like, no, totally. I'm super excited about The Sims 4.
Yeah, and like, a lot of
some people want to hate it.
I saw some of that The Sims 4, like there will be no Sims 5 in the forums. I hadn't been back there like since the game came out, but I thought, hey, let me just check up and see if anybody's got some cool stuff to say, like about their game or whatever. And I see like The Sims 5, they're not making a Sims 5, like if The Sims 4 sucks. I'm like,
duh. Okay. In that moment, I want to go to every single poster there and hit them in the back of their head, because, like, seriously, I mean, yeah, it happens in every game. If it doesn't sell, why would you possibly make another one? I don't think we'll see another SimCity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes though they might try to make like
a reboot,
like how. Yeah, a reboot to kind of bring the fans back.
If City Skylines does well, you're gonna see SimCity 2017. I don't know. But because they're not gonna go. If they go SimCity 2, they're stupid, because they're just writing over existing SimCities. Like, they're gonna have then SimCity 4 2020 because they wanted to reboot the numbers. So you have SimCity 1, 2, 3, 4, and then SimCity 1 again. Seriously, come on.
No, they should just do it like SimCity 2014, SimCity 2018.
Yeah, SimCity I guess, but I think that's just retarded. And
at least then what.
But yeah, I don't know. What if we hit year 3000? There is a SimCity 3000 already. I mean, I don't care because I'm not gonna see it, but still, I mean, like, come on. So
SimCity, the real 3000.
The actual 3000, yeah. Yeah.
No, I think they probably. I don't think in the year 3000 that they'll have everything will be different. We'll be like, living on another planet.
Wow.
But crap, I was gonna say something too. Pablo's like talks so much sometimes that I forget what I'm gonna say. I'll say this. Someone wanted me to test out if you upload Sims with jobs and skills and traits, they will keep them if somebody else downloads them and puts them into their game.
That is true, or that is a challenge?
That's true.
Oh, okay.
Like, say my Sim, if I uploaded my Sims now as they are, and you downloaded them, Pablo, my Fallon Sim would be a tech guru. She'd have all the current skills she has, all the current traits she has. And my boyfriend would have all his current traits. I know that there's nothing coming out of your mouth.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
If I take Tina, which is the most broken character in my family, and I remove her from the family, and then I save her in the gallery, and then I delete her and download it from the gallery and put it back into the house, and then I try to figure out a way to remove all the extra simoleons that's gonna give me. Doesn't mean she's gonna get her traits fixed, because right now she claims to have certain traits, but she actually have 5 traits instead of 4, because of the modifying her traits. So, and it's like she has way too many active traits right now. The old ones and the new ones, she has a total of actually like 7 traits, if you think about it. It's retarded. And I don't want her to be that broken. Like, she should be balanced.
I think she's going to say
Maybe
that,
I mean,
Are the traits conflicting? I mean, like I don't think the traits are from they're not from the aspiration rewards. They're from the create a sim traits that
Oh,
you
okay, well,
messed
here's the
around
thing.
with.
The aspiration one does stay there, right? Visible.
Yeah.
You can still see it. And you still get actions that grants you, and the sim will still want to do that kind of actions, like the wishes, right? As
Yeah.
for the other traits, the sims will ignore those traits. You don't get the special options for having those traits, right? But they will still get like controlled by them when they are idle, and they will just decide what to do. Like she's no longer a foodie, but she's still like eating all the food in the house. So like so it's like a weird, like the game is clearly not prepared for you to change the traits yet after you create them, because it gets really confused about it. More confused than me when I
yeah.
was like in like, some kind of advanced math. But
Okay, so could you split her off of the family?
I'm thinking about seeing
Upload
if
her,
the
put
gallery
her
fixes
into,
it,
put her. Uh,
because the gallery would have to like filter out all the wrong stuff about it, so it makes a compatible version on the server, right? So maybe that
no.
fixes
Well,
it.
like, okay. I mean, I guess it depends because your traits were gotten through an ulterior motive. But so normally, when you get all the extra traits from your aspiration rewards or from your whatever, you get the traits from your lifetime points. All those get saved. So if I were to upload Fallon and you were to download her, she doesn't have any aspiration reward traits because I haven't finished any. She'd be a foodie, she'd be a goofball, she'd be a geek, and she'd be whatever the being wealthy one is.
Uh-huh.
That one.
Yeah.
And then she'd have her charisma, her gaming or programming. Now, I downloaded somebody's family, and her sim had all these traits. She had her original 3 traits, her original aspiration trait, and then she had all the extra traits that she got as rewards in the game. Now, I'm thinking what you want to do is upload your broken sim to the gallery, re-download her, and bring her back into CAS,
Yeah.
and change her initial 3 traits.
But wait, will she retain everything she knows?
I mean, all of her skills and stuff will still be the same.
Even if I make her go through the CAS again?
Because
Because I mean, I think in that moment you're using the template of her and not the actual sim.
oh, here I can just let me see. I have my game up.
Okay, cool.
So the game I downloaded the people into, they had a crap ton of traits. Like I feel like a loser now. Like I'm not accomplishing anything with my Sims because I have nowhere near finish anything. My Sims can barely get promoted. So I downloaded the Shade family by No Now. I can't pronounce people's names right.
It's cool. I don't think they'll get.
So I'm gonna open up the gallery and take them into CAS.
Oh, while you test that, do you mind if I do some shameless promotion?
Shameless promotion, okay.
I keep doing that about the website, so while you test that. All right, so let me show you what's new on the site, guys, because that's really cool. So here's our classical view of the Sims 4 page of within SimNation. We now have like a highlighted content section, which is really cool because you get to see like what's really important and going on in that website, and you're gonna see like different stuff. If I actually refresh, you're gonna see well, a Let's Play, or say what is the S Magazine issue 8. Right there, you get like different views, and that is pretty cool. And there are a few extra how-tos, and also an updated cheats list. You're gonna find way more cheats now. Amongst those, you're gonna find a way to actually change the amount of money you have in the household, or add or subtract to it instead of just using rows but a million times, or figuring out how to remove them, right? You can just set it now, which is really cool. And of course, a bunch of other skills. Oh, about skills, yes, you can actually change the level of skills individually if you use this cheat right here, which is a very long one, but you're gonna find it all in SimNation.tv. You go to the Sims guides, or you just look at the right. There are 2 guides right now, so you cannot miss out. And you're gonna find all these, and also a few ways to disable fire if that's your thing. Deactivate tutorials for the current play. Although I still suggest you just do it from the launcher because they're annoying. And a few more stuff like that. You can disable autonomy for other Sims and so on. So that is pretty cool. You should check that out. And a few more how-tos, like how to change their name and traits after creation, but they will have those issues that I'm mentioning. So use or don't use, that's completely up to you. And how to make objects smaller or large in The Sims 4, and I actually give an extended explanation about it, because if you don't have a US layout keyword, you won't be able to do it, so you need to change to it. So there's a little explanation going on about that. So do check out on SimNation.tv. So how is that going on, Fallon?
Okay, so I don't know, hopefully it won't. Okay, so the family, originally I just took them from the gallery and put them into a house. I did not go into Create a Sim. So I started a household with Create a Sim, and I'm gonna just take them to this empty lot. Cool. And see. Now, there was a difference. I noticed there was a difference right away. The ones that I just moved into the household without going through Create a Sim had like the changed bonus like trait above their aspiration, and then the ones that I took into Create a Sim, just right from the bat, had the default one.
Really?
Okay, so they still have their skills. They have a lot of maxed out skills. F you, no now. They have a lot of maxed out skills.
Wait, and
they
this is something you brought from the gallery and then you modified on CAS?
Well, okay, like they already had. I opened. They're already in my one game. I didn't change anything about them. I basically took them from the gallery and stuck them in a house. I didn't go through the whole Create a Sim process. So I opened up Create a Sim. I started a new household. I took them from the library and put them in my Create a Sim where I could change everything. I didn't change anything, but then I hit play, and then I moved them into an empty lot.
And they do have skills.
So they have their jobs. They have their skills.
Ooh, that is amazing.
Their simology is they still have their whole stats? She's got art lover, creative, morning sim, always welcome, night owl, speed reader, observant, expressionistic, essence of flavor, frugal, entrepreneurial, speed cleaner, super. She's got like the whole freaking 9 yards.
And does she still have like the stats, like how many times she peed and so on?
Let me click this. She's taken 137 bathroom breaks. She's only kissed 4 times. Jesus my Christ.
She needs help. Actually, my Sims didn't get into any kind of romantic action yet. I need to work on that. Poor Sims.
She's woohooed.
The Sims 2 style of dates are back on the Sims 4, by the way. That is really interesting.
Well, I went to a date with my boyfriend Sim.
And it works like on the Sims 2...
to try to get them romantic because they weren't.
Yeah, but you have like the small like goals that you need to accomplish within a certain time. That's really cool.
Her aspiration progress has still been saved. It's a whole family. It's like a group of like a husband, a wife, and their kid.
Interesting. So maybe I should see if I can upload Tina and bring her back and see if she can. Maybe she won't keep the relationship, but maybe she'll keep everything else and have that fixed on herself.
Yeah. Well, so far the only relationship that this family has is their family. Like if they had friends in any other game, it doesn't list their friends. It just lists their family relationships between each other.
Just those influences here.
Although I didn't. Now, do you want me to see if I change her stats? If it'll still
I think that
change her?
No, I think that's pretty much it. If you made it work that way, that's it. That's all the proof I needed. I'm gonna try it out because man, Tina's broken. She keeps eating. Damn it. Anyways,
Don't cheat through the game.
I just wanted to fix it. Like that, the mischievous thing was such a bad mistake. You'll see why I changed it when the correct Let's Plays comes out on Friday, Monday.
Yeah, I don't want to evict them. I just want them to be gone.
Anyways.
Oh well.
So before we close it up, I'd like to remind you still got Alan's Twitch going on, like very late at night. It's really funny. You should totally jump in. We announce it on Twitter and also on Twitch. If you're following it, you'll just get a notification. And you should definitely join in, as many others do. And she's also doing the Legacy Challenge. She's uploading the Let's Plays on SimNation YouTube channel. Of course, it's available on the website as well. Are you confident on it?
What?
Are you confident on it?
Heck no! I can't even find it. I had to make a list.
You can't mate.
I had to make a list of people that I could mate with, because you can't tell in the game who these people are. I had to go and look at the people that were already taken and then scratch them off the list, and I have to hunt for them like a vampire. I have to hunt for my prey in the game somehow. I need them to walk past me while I'm doing stuff.
I don't think really... At first it sounded like interesting, but I think I'll pass. I'll do it to you. But yeah, you can find those Let's Plays. At least I don't know. We published last one on Thursday, and we'll see if we just keep doing it on Thursday, so you know when it's happening. But I don't know, if she keeps posting more, we'll let you know. You'll see it more often. And yeah, on Mondays you still have the SimCity Let's Plays going on. On Tuesdays the podcast, whenever we can actually make it on Tuesdays. And and then the rest just random Let's Plays or how-tos or what have you.
The rest of the week is a crapshoot. You never know.
Like Thursday and Friday, it's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
Okay, Forrest Gump. Forrest Pablo. Pablo Gump. Oh no.
No man, run Pablo.
Like that one. Oh.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Did you want to add anything, or are we done?
Nope. I have to go work on my Legacy Challenge now.
Oh, I see.
Hunt for my prey.
All right. Well, that doesn't sound good. I hope nobody takes it out of context. And
oh yeah, like I don't think that's gonna balance hunting for
ruin your
prey.
Reputation. It's gonna be.
Pablo needs to go fix his broken sim that he cheated.
Oh, Tina, stop eating! Damn it, Tina.
If I had known that was gonna see, I thought that foodie was the good version of glutton, but foodie is apparently just the nicer way of saying glutton.
Yeah, you just want to eat. You don't need it to be like cook or anything. I didn't even wanted her to be a cook. I just wanted her to like, oh, she's so cute. She want to eat. Now she's like, stop trying to chew every 2 seconds. Stop it. It's like every single activity needs to have like an intermittent food that, I'll just make it a quick yogurt and I'll go back to it. No, just freaking finish it. But anyways. Yes.
Oh, here we go. I made a house. Download it.
That is true. Did you put like the hashtag?
Yeah, I had to re-upload it with the hashtag because I forgot the first time. I was doing it during the stream. There's a fully furnished version and a non-furnished version for those people who don't have 60,000 simoleons to buy the house.
Oh, interesting.
Right off the bat. It's a little expensive.
All right. You can find it with the SimNation or SimNation TV hashtag, right?
Yeah.
Right, so you know how it's spelled. I'm not going to tell you. It's freaking written right here.
Yeah, you might have to click search for things that I don't own also, because ours do that weird stuff. Yeah,
things like open up filters and make sure like you check or uncheck that thing, and make sure you're not looking for Max's stuff, and search for all. Don't search for like the latest thing. I don't know. Like the filters like trying really hard for you.
They're really like
the stuff.
weird. They're not user friendly. There isn't even an all
I found a way for people not to find their things. Oh, screw that guy. But anyway, damn you, John.
Bye!
Seriously, John, come on. Anyway, yeah, that is all for now. Thank you for watching. That was fun
Bye.
right there. I'm Pablo, and we'll see you next time. Oh, this is the most satisfying thing ever. We are God in SimCity 4. Wow, that was loud. Oh yeah. These road trips, man, are killing me. Anyway, let me know whenever we are recording. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Extended Play. I'm your host, this is Stuart, and that is a fancy, fancy sign. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.